Hey friends, it's Mrs. Walker. For our lesson today, we're going to be talking about how we can work with 10 more and 10 less, and 1 more and 1 less. So our learning goal for today says I can relate 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, and 10 less to addition and subtraction of 1 and 10. So we're going to talk about how we can find those relationships. So the materials that you'll need for this lesson are your place value discs, your place value chart, and the sentence starters that look like this. If you don't have them, that's okay because I will put them on the screen in our video. All right, so we're going to start with our place value chart. So make sure that you grab that, and then I want you to use place value disc to show 36 on your place value chart. So pause the video, show 36 on your place value chart, and then click play when you're ready for the next step. All right, friends, pause if you need more time. Otherwise, here we go. All right, so here is 36. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And notice how I made my place value just vertically, and they're in groups of 5 in the ones place. All right, so now on your place value chart, I want you to show 1 more. All right, so here's what I came up with. There's 1 more. Let's use a sentence frame to describe adding 1 to 36. So there's all these different options we have for sentence starters down here. Now, we only added 1 to 36, so we only need to look at ones that have the 1 in them. We don't need 10 more right now because we didn't do anything with 10. We only added 1 more. So what's a sentence starter that we could use to help us describe how we added 1 to 36? What do you guys think? So the ones that we would focus on would be blank is 1 more than blank. 1 more than blank is blank. 1 less than, oh, that's not going to make sense, right? Because we didn't take away anything. Okay, so choose from these top 2 sentence starters, and what can we fill in that makes sense? All right, here's one that I came up with. 37 is 1 more than 36. Then I also came up with 1 more than 36 is 37. So both of those sentence starters describe our place value chart and what we did when we added 1 to 36. So let's write an addition sentence starting with 36. So I could write 36 plus 1 equals 37. Let's write an addition sentence starting with 37. So this is where it gets a little tricky, and they try and trick us sometimes, but we don't want to fall for those tricks. So we're going to start with the biggest number, which is 37. So we would say 37 equals, and then all we do is 36 plus 1 because we added 1 more to 36. All right, so we're going to show again 36 on our place value chart. So make sure that you have that real quick, and then we'll go on to the next step. All right, so here's 36. Now we're going to show 1 less. So show 1 less on your place value chart. All right, here's what mine looks like. Oh, bye-bye. 1 goes bye-bye. Let's use a sentence frame to describe subtracting 1 from 36. So now we need to find the ones that have to do with subtraction with 1. And that's going to be these 2 right here. 1 less than blank is blank, and blank is 1 less than blank. So let me come up with one, and you guys can come up with another one. So I could say that 35 is 1 less than 36, because notice that's what we have modeled on our place value chart. 3 10s and 5 1s. What's another sentence that we could use to describe subtracting 1 from 36? Yeah, we could say 1 less than 36 is 35. Let's write a subtraction sentence starting with 36. So I want you to pause the video, write your subtraction sentence starting with 36, right? And we did 1 less. So what would that look like as a subtraction sentence. So pause video, write it, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, here we go. 36 minus 1 equals 35. Now let's write a subtraction sentence starting with 35. So pause the video, write a subtraction sentence starting with 35, and see what you get. All right, friends, so here's what I came up with. 35 equals 36 minus 1. So I'm taking the same subtraction sentence that I used in the last example, or the last slide, was 36 minus 1 equals 35. I just flipped it and put the difference first this time. All right, so again, we're going to keep that 36 on our place value chart. So make sure that you have 36 on your place value chart. And then click play when you're ready for the next step. All right, friends, so here is 36 again on our place value chart. Show 10 more than 36. Yes, I would just add 10 more, right? Okay, so let's use a sentence frame to describe adding 10 to 36. So now we're looking for 10 more. Those are going to be the examples that we're looking for. So I could say, let's do this one together. I could say 46 is 10 more than 36. What did we change? What did we do to 36? Or what did we do to change 36? Right, we started with 36 and we added 10 to the tens place. So that gave us 46. Let's write an addition sentence starting with 36. So this time I want you guys to pause the video and I want you to write an addition sentence starting with 10 and modeling how we added 10 to it. And then what number do we have on our place value chart is our total. Okay, so pause the video, write that, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, pause if you need more time. Okay, so I came up with 36 plus 10 equals 46. Let's write an addition sentence starting with 46 this time. So remember, we can just flip that problem to put the total in the front, just like we did with one more. Okay, so pause the video, write your addition sentence. So you should have 46 equals, and then write your addition. Then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, here's what I came up with. 46 equals 36 plus 10. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I just came up with another idea. You could have written 46 equals 10 plus 36 because it's the same thing. You could switch your add-ins of 36 and 10 in either order, and it's going to give you the same sum of 46. That's the cool thing about addition. All right, so let's go back to showing 36 again on our place value chart because we're going to do another step now. And then once you're ready, click play and we'll go to the next step. All right, friends, so here is 36 on my place value chart. Show 10 less than 36. So do that on your chart. What's that going to look like? 10 less than 36. All right, here's what I came up with. Oh, bye-bye 10, right? Because we're doing 10 less. So let's use a sentence frame to describe subtracting 10 from 36. So here we go. We're looking at the bottom two examples on our sentence starter. So choose one of those and say what you think could be a sentence starter to describe our place value chart with what we did with subtracting 10 from 36. So pause the video, think about your sentence to describe that, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, here's what I came up with. 26 is 10 less than 36. What did you do to change 36? What did we do that time? Last time we added 10. What did we do this time? Yeah, we subtracted 10 from the tens place. All right, so let's write a subtraction sentence starting with 36. So pause the video, write your subtraction sentence starting with 36, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, here's what I came up with. So 36 minus 10 equals 26. So friends, notice how we did like 10 less, and all we're doing is subtracting 10. Okay, when we added a 10, we did 10 more equals the same as plus 10. Kind of cool. All right, so let's write a subtraction sentence starting with 26. So pause the video, and you would have 26 equals, and then write your sentence to describe what we just did. And then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, here's what I came up with. 26 equals 36 minus 10. All right, awesome job with those problems, friends. So how can you relate 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, and 10 less to addition and subtraction? Pause the video for just a minute and think about that. What are we doing when we're doing 1 more and 1 less, and 10 more and 10 less? How does that go along with addition and subtraction? So pause the video, think about that for a minute, and then click play when you're ready to go over it together. All right, friends, so here's some things that maybe you said. That adding 1 and adding 10 is the same as 1 more and 10 more. And then maybe you said subtracting 1 and subtracting 10 is the same as 1 less and 10 less. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, so let's do a more or less rule game. Okay, so I'll show you a pattern, a number pattern. You'll say the rule when you see this symbol. Okay, so let's look at the first one together. So here's our number pattern. So we have 16, 26, 36, 46, 56. What's the rule for this number pattern? Is it 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, or 10 less? So what's the rule, friends? You see this? You could say it. Yeah, it's 10 more. Awesome. All right, let's look at another number pattern. So we have 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And friends, what's the rule? What are they doing to each one of those numbers? Yeah, 1 more. You got it. All right, let's look at another one. So here, you just look at this one on your own, read those numbers, and then when I show you my ta-da symbol, you're going to say the rule. All right, friends, what's the rule? 1 less. Awesome. We're counting 1 less each time, or subtracting 1. All right, let's do one more example like this. So here's your number pattern. All right, friends, what's the rule? 10 less. Awesome. All right, so let's do the more or less rule game round 2. So here's the steps for this one. So I'll show you a series of numbers, just like last time. You'll say the rule when you see this symbol again, and then this time you'll say the next 3 numbers. Okay, instead of writing, you could just say them. All right, so here's our first example. So we have 18, 17, 16, 15. So before we can fill in those numbers, we have to find out what's the rule. Is it 1 more or 1 less, 10 more or 10 less? All right, friends, so let's identify the rule first. It is -1. Awesome. So friends, what would be the next 3 numbers if we are subtracting 1 each time? Yeah, so it would be 14, 13, 12. We're just taking 1 away each time. All right, here's another one. So think about what's the rule first before you figure out what comes next. All right, friends, what's the rule? +1. Awesome. So what's the next 3 numbers if we add 1 to 57 and then keep going? Yeah, it's 58, 59, and 60. Awesome. All right, let's do a couple more. All right, so here is our pattern. What's the rule? The rule is -1. Awesome. So what's the next three numbers in our pattern? 36, 35, 34. All right, here's another one. Oh, you guys can do this one, no problem. So 30, 40, 50. What's our rule? Yeah, it's +10. So what's the next three numbers that come in our pattern? 60, 70, and 80. All right, awesome. One more example like this. All right, so here we have 70, 60, 50. What's the rule, friends? -10. All right, friends, so what's the next three numbers in our pattern? Yeah, 40, 30, 20. Awesome. All right, friends, I just want to review the arrow way. So let's take a look. I'll give you a number and a rule. Then you'll say what comes next based on the rule. So let's do one example first. So if I said 24 and the rule was +1, what number would come next? Yeah, 25. And then if I gave you another rule of +10, what would come next after that? 35. Good. Okay, so here we go. So the first one is 33 plus 10. What number comes next? 43. Awesome. All right, the next rule is -1. So you're doing 43 minus 1, which is 42. Awesome. Next rule is -1 again. Yeah, 41. Super. All right, so let's stay with 41, and your new rule is -10. 31. Awesome. All right, -10 again is the next rule. 21. You got it. All right, let's do one more with the arrow way here. So we're starting with 62. 62. The rule is -10. Yeah, 52. Awesome. All right, next rule is -10 again. 42. All right, -1 this time is the rule. So 42 minus 1 is 41. All right, so we're going to keep going with 41. So 41 minus 1, 40. Good. Minus one more, 39. All right, two thumbs up to you guys for working with one more, one less, 10 more, and 10 less, and relating that to addition and subtraction. So fantastic job, friends. Please head back on over to the module to see what you need to complete for your independent practice. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.